Thank you for that. As we all know, AI has been in focus, and I'm hoping this is a new normal coming from going on from next week. Now, to give better understanding of the entire AI pack, we have been dividing the IT companies into hardware and software companies. Well, software companies obviously are the companies such as TCS, Infosys, Wipro, and working on the software side of the business, and hardware companies which are focused on the back of AI is something like an Anantraj, E2E, and NetWeb. Let's quickly understand each aspect of it and understand how the companies are moving forward in this direction. Well, what we have noted is the overall client conversations have moved towards AI in last few quarters, and the clients are focusing more on AI. Well, Infosys even has almost 90% of top 200 clients focusing on the AI. Now, let's understand the key financials on this particular term and how much of revenue of this comes from the AI for the companies. If we look at the software companies, they're still a bit slower. As we see that almost 2 to 3% of the revenue in software companies comes on the AI end. But on the other hand, when we look at the hardware companies, they are the big chunk of AI revenue coming in. They have almost 40 to 60% of their revenue which comes in from the overall AI hardware space, and which is moving at a very progressive stage. Now, if you look at the recent commentary which the companies are doing in AI and what work are they doing in terms of AI, we see that the companies are either acquiring new companies to have the inorganic growth, or they're collaborating with new enterprises. Now, let's quickly understand the overall partnership that the IT companies are doing in terms of the AI backlog. Starting off with the Infosys, recently Infosys partnered with Anthropic to increase their AI agent and to increase enterprise AI chunk. While we also see TCS, which came up with the yesterday, where they have collaborated with OpenAI to again increase the enterprise AI aspect. While if we look at Wipro, Tech Mahindra, Hexaware, and E2E Network, they're constantly working on their AI space and increasing their collaborations with multiple world companies to increase the stance in the AI space. Now, if you look at the other inorganic growth, we also see a lot of companies acquiring other AI small companies to increase their AI stance. Something like in Coforge recently acquired Encore, one of the largest acquisition, where they have acquired Encora for roughly 21,000 odd crore to increase their stance in the AI. Well, we also have HCL Tech done almost 3 acquisitions in the past month to increase again the stance in the AI. They acquired companies like Jaspersoft, Wobi, and HPE. While if you look at like TCS and Infosys, even they are acquiring entities. TCS acquired Coastal Cloud in the previous quarter, where they acquired it for 6,200 crore to increase the overall software chain, making it more AI friendly and AI sensitive. If you look at the latest development in AI, we see that Orient Pro company gets a huge data center order, where it's prospering in terms of the hardware side of the business. Something like a NetWeb Tech launched their Make in India supercomputer, the smallest AI computer which they have made in India, using the NVIDIA chips. Or something like an Intellect Design, they announced the launch of the AI financial tool, and like a Blue Cloud is prospering and making the whole data center cloud. The question still remains, product or software, which companies are leading the overall rally chain? We do see that currently the product companies are doing really well, as they have multiple order chain and almost 40 to 70% of the revenue comes from the AI. But again, software companies are something that a major chunk of AI is still getting processed. And given the India AI Summit, all these companies remain on focus on the back of the AI moments.
Yeah, very well put. Thanks so much.